This is Robert Goodman for Positive Strokes. I'm glad you have a moment to listen to some information that might help you in your recovery. You know, I want to talk about people leaving early in recovery. We come in recovery and we get some sleep, we start gaining some weight, we get a little information, and we feel that we know enough. See, I'm a multiple relapse. I relapsed 5 times. The first time I did 30 days and I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I had enough information that I needed to stay clean and sober. Yes, and I thought that I didn't have to do this no more. That I got the information now that I don't have to pick up and use. But I was silly mistaken. It didn't take me long. The first storm came my way, I was back at the dope spot getting me some dope because I couldn't handle the pressure of that pain, of those feelings rushing down on me. And you know what I found out is that now I found out that the feelings and all the pain that I feel from past traumas, they all hit me at the same time. So the feelings became overwhelming. And the only thing I knew how to do, that I was good at to get rid of that feeling, was to go get high. As I fell deeper into the rabbit hole, I said, oh no, I can't do this anymore. I went back into treatment. This time I was a little bit more willing. And I stayed around for a moment. Yes, I did. I believe I stayed around for about 3 years. But my head told me that I got enough information. I got it right now. I stayed long enough. I done heard enough stories. I went through the steps a few times that I don't need to listen to the people crying about their pain. I don't need to hear that no more. I'm doing good. I got the job. I got the place. The money flowing. Everything is good. I can do this. But what I fail to realize is that my old addictive behavior started to creep in on me. And the same behavior that I used to do, I started doing. Eventually, I would pick up and use. And I went deep into that rabbit hole where I almost lost myself. But I came to myself and I got out that rabbit hole and I tried it again. See, I'm telling you this is because that this is a lifelong process. And when we think we're right, that's when we need to stay. Some people leave because it's a financial burden to the other family, to their family members. They feel like they got to go back to work and take care of them. But if you're an addict like me, yeah, I may go back and work. But if that dope call me, I'm going to answer and I'm going to go pick up. And the family ain't going to mean nothing to me because the dope got more power over me than the family's needs. Or your significant other says, you've been there long enough. You left me here all alone. I miss you. I need you there. I know you got it together now. If I leave and I go for the reason for her and that dope called me, I'm back at the dope spot and she is the last thing on my mind when I start getting high. Oh, I'll think about it after the dope gone, but I sure ain't thinking about it while I'm smoking. These things tell me that I need to stay there and get all the information I need to recover. I need to do everything that I can in my power to learn everything I need to learn about me, why I do the things that I do, why the trauma affects me, why did I go to using drugs in the first place, how I can get rid of the past traumas and experiences that hurt me so deeply. You know, in the program of recovery, they have a system called the 12 steps. And if you work it, it helps you. See, I know when I started using drugs and when I stopped, that's how old I am. Because I wasn't thinking nothing more about getting high. I wasn't knowing nothing about myself. My whole objective was to get high. The means of ways than what I had to do to go get more dope. And I tell myself, drugs made me a dope. Because all I focused was on the dope. If I want something meaningful, if I want to be a productive person of society, if I want to be a man to my wife, if I want to be a father to my children, I think I need to get myself together. Totally. I need to be the best that I can be. I need to learn everything about Robert so Robert will not make those mistakes again. And when situations come up, I will know how to handle them in a proper manner instead of picking up and using. Oh, but they say the grass looks greener on the other side of the street until you get there. I made some silly decisions in my addiction. So I have to watch making silly decisions and stupid ones in my recovery. I'll share one with you. I had got me some dope, and the police was everywhere. And I said, well, I can't get high. So I'm going to go into the police department in the bathroom and get high because they're all out in the streets. And they're not going to pay attention to me anyway. So I believed to go into the police department, into the bathroom, and got high. And it was so paranoid, it took me a long time to come out there and was scared to death. That is crazy. Addictive behavior. Thinking you're doing something right. Yeah, that's right. I did that. See? So now I've learned from my past experience and I looked at my things and my actions. I got to watch what I do and I say. I have to watch my actions, make sure they're genuine and they're on the right track. Because I can't let that addictive behavior cause me to make decisions that's going to hurt me and dig me deep into that rabbit hole. Just because I stop using and abusing drugs doesn't mean that the addictive action and behavior is gone. I got to change that too. That's why they say you have to change everything. And the interesting thing is, the brain is like a computer. And it takes 3 to 5 years to reprogram your brain. That's a long time for the brain to get reprogrammed. But what happens is that information is still in the computer. And if we don't do certain things on a daily basis, the old behavior will creep up and take over. So that's why this is a lifelong process. But the good thing is that there are so many blessings that come along with that lifelong process. Things that we lost comes back to us. I have a sounder relationship with the woman I love because I'm in recovery. Because I'm being transparent, we're talking, we have an understanding of each other's feelings. We're paying attention to each other. I'm not clouded where I have dope all in my system and where I'm not really paying attention, because I'm more paying attention when I'm going to get me some more. Or I got to wait until payday to get some more. Or I got to try to sneak and get some when she don't know. And try to hide it. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. I choose not to do that work today. I like who I am today. I understand and I realize is that if I do the right thing in recovery, I'll keep what I have and have much more. So for me, leaving is not an option. Not early. I would never leave early. I need to get everything they got to offer me. Everything. And then I got to take their suggestions and put it into practice while I'm here. And then when I leave. This is what I got to do when you're dealing with a treatment program. I hope that whatever you leave for, you don't put above your recovery. Because I know, for me, everything I put above my recovery, I've lost. And some of the things I'm trying to fight to get it back now. You know, my mother used to tell me, boy, it's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to hell to get out of it. And she is so right. It's hard to hell to come back from a road of addiction. It's a long struggle. But the benefits outweigh all the pain that you've ever experienced. Doors will open up for you that you never knew that would open up for you. All you have to do is stay still and have courage and trust the process. Whatever you're leaving for, I guarantee you, it'll be there, waiting on you, because you'll be ready to receive it the right way. You have a great day, and I hope you learned something from this. It's just information. I'm not a therapist. I'm not an educator. I'm just another recovering addict giving you my strength and hopes and my situations that I have experienced and the mistakes I made, hoping that you won't make them. You have a great day. Here's looking at you.